So right now I'm just setting my eyelids with my Covergirl CLEAN Classic Ivory in 110. That's just my drugstore little finishing powder. So if you know any good drugstore brands, let me know. I'll definitely check them out. But yeah, for this look, I wanted to use a lot of browns. Right here, I'm just using my foundation. I'm getting in between my eyebrows, and then I'm going to start shaping the top. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in the shade 315N. Comment down below what you guys want me to talk about, like what kind of topics, because usually I don't know what to talk about, what you guys want to hear, but I do want to do like a sit down, get ready with me where I'm like talking about stuff. But I do want to know what topics you're interested in just so I know what you guys want to hear. I feel like it'd be cool to like engage with you guys just to know that, you know, someone's watching my videos, or like, yeah, so just leave a comment down below what you did today or what you're up to, just anything random, just any random thing that you want to let me know. That'd be pretty cool. But usually I don't put this part of my eyebrows. Usually I just start the video when my eyebrows are done and my whole foundation on my forehead is set. But today I wanted to spice it up a little bit and just add it. Right here I'm just doing my whole forehead. And again, I take a little beauty sponge, like a little baby sponge. I feel like it's easier to use a baby sponge on my forehead and on my nose. Just like little areas where it could crease more. Also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, like, I don't know, maybe if you guys want to see more vlogs, or if you guys want to see more videos with me and my siblings, or even if you have like a request for like a certain makeup look you want to see me do, that'd be cool too. Like, just leave it in the comments, kind of like, oh, you know, you should do this look next time, or maybe you should try doing this one, and I'll definitely do it, just because sometimes I do run out of ideas for makeup looks. But I'm always down to do a makeup look. I feel like it's so fun just to get glam, just to get ready. And yeah, just leave any suggestions of what I can talk about, and I could just do, you know, just do that. But here I'm just using the same powder that I was using to like set my eyelids, and I'm just setting my whole forehead. Now I'm taking my Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm gonna take this, I think the shade is called Cyprus Umber, but it's just like the darkest brown in here. And I'm just plopping that all over my eyelid, and I'm kind of doing like an oval shape, as you can see. I feel like the blending really does depend on you personally, because I do go back and forth a lot just to make sure everything is blended. For me, it does kind of take like maybe an hour when I do these videos to like finish doing my whole makeup. So I think it's like just depends on you and your blending, but I do go back and forth a lot. And I do make the dumbest faces. I don't know if it was because I took a hit from my pen, or I don't know what it was, but today I was just going at it with them faces. Like, me editing this video, I was like, dang, what the heck? Like, I had my mouth open, I had my tongue out, I had my teeth showing, like, what the heck? Also, please don't kill me. I literally can see the gum chewing. I could see it, guys. It's so bad. I think it's because I was chewing gum after smoking my pen. So I feel like I was so concentrated in doing my makeup and chewing at the same time that it kind of like aligned with each other. So I'm just like doing my makeup and chewing like a cow casually. So just pretend you don't see that. Just pretend you're looking at the makeup. You better not tell me nothing in the comments. You better not tell me. I swear, because I can see it. I can see it. You don't need to tell me. I can see it. But here I'm just doing the other eye, and I'm just blending that all in. And yeah. So don't look at the chewing. Don't look at the faces. Don't look at everything that I'm doing wrong. Just look at the makeup. Doesn't she look so pretty? I'm just kidding. It hasn't even started. I'm just doing the eyeshadow. But yeah, I'm just doing the same color, and I'm not adding any other shades. What I'm doing is just adding more color to it. And I also ended up taking the same lip liner that I used for my lips, and I added a little bit of like, I just added a little bit of it to the corner of my eye, and then decided to like blend that in too. And if you guys want to know which one I'm using the lip liner Italia. The shade is dark brown, and I'm using that, and I'm also using it for my beauty marks to fill them in, and I'm also using it for my lips. And I also used it for my waterline. So yeah, a lot of browns this time. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna finish up my eyeshadow, and then after that I'm gonna do all the face makeup, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, now I'm starting with my concealer, and I'm using the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer matte finish, and I'm just doing that under my eye circles, like underneath my under eyes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do it on any imperfections I have, any breakouts, any blemishes, anything like that. This month I was breaking out a lot more, so yeah, you can see me just putting them all over my little girls. But yeah, I really do like this concealer. I feel like it does help. I have really bad under eye circles, like really bags under my eyes, so I feel like it does get rid of it. Now I'm gonna take my other e.l.f. product, which is my e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer in the shade, or in the color Neutralizing Green. And this time, usually I just put it before my concealer, but I completely forgot today. So I just put it like underneath the areas where the concealer is not at. And I feel like it still did the job. I didn't really notice a big difference, but yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, I was dying at this face, like what the heck. But that's not the only face I made, so hooray. Oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, so I did make a lot of faces in this video, which is so bad for me, but who cares. I'm using my baby sponge again, and I'm just making sure I'm blending all the concealer under my under eyes, just to get rid of those bags under there, you know. Not that I need to, not that it looks like I wake up and I don't sleep, but you know, just making her look a little better. But yes, and then I'm just blending all that in, blend, blend, blend. Let me know if you guys do your concealer before your foundation, or if you do your foundation before your concealer. Usually I do my concealer first, but I know other people do their concealer after their foundation. So let me know what works for you. Let me know if I should switch it up. But yes. Oh, now okay. Now she wants to do her blemishes. Now she wants to do them. Not when I mentioned it. Not when I was talking about it, but now. Now she wants to cover them bitches up. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. So, well, now I covered my blemishes, and now I'm blending that in. But yes, I was watching it, and I was like, why am I not like putting it all over my blemishes? And then I seen like 30 hours later, I was like, oh, okay, she's doing it now. So now I'm taking again my luminous foundation, the Anastasia one I was talking about, and now I'm just putting the whole foundation on my face before I blend it in. I'm just using this other brush. I usually use a brush that reminds me of like a painting brush, and I use that to like put on my foundation on my face first, and then I go ahead and take like a bigger beauty sponge, like a way fatter one. Just blend, 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 blend into my face. I just make sure that all of the foundation looks like it's on my face. It doesn't look creasy. It doesn't look like cakey. So that's what I'm doing here. And honestly, I love wetting my beauty blenders before doing my makeup. I just feel like when they're bigger and they're like I don't know, when they're like fat like that, they just get a better blend. I feel like it's, since they're so big, after you wet them, I just feel like it's easier to get like more surface on my face. I don't know if that's just me, but I think that wetting them does help a lot. Now I'm taking my baby sponge again, and I'm just going over little areas like around my mouth, around my nose, just like areas where I can't go in with like the fat big beauty blender. So I'm just using my tiny one, just making little adjustments, just making sure that all those little spots have foundation and don't look creasy. Now I'm just going over my whole foundation with the big beauty blender again, just to make sure everything's nice and clean looking. Now I'm taking my setting powder again, my Covergirl, and I'm just setting my whole, like just my face. I do not set the part where I'm going to use my powder though. Not my powder. I don't set the part that I'm going to use my bronzer, is what I meant to say. So I set my whole face except for where my bronzer goes, and then I just apply my bronzer. Just because I don't want to have like so much powder on my face. I just don't want to look super, super powdery. Like if I were to set where my bronzer goes to, I feel like it would just like way too much, like way too much powder on my face is what I'm trying to say. Even though I'm putting a lot of powder. But yeah, so I'm just setting my face before I do my contour. And again, I'm taking the e.l.f. bronzer palette. This is the same one that I've been using. It's called Bronzed Beauty. But usually I just take the colors that don't have any like glitter in them, just the plain ones, and those are the ones that I use for my cheeks. And yeah, I'm just trying to get her getting good. I want her face to look good. I want her to look snatched. I want her to be there, I want her to be the moment. I want her to be the it girl, No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm using the e.l.f. bronzer, and I'm just using the shades without any kind of glitter or any kind of like shimmer on it, just the matte ones. So I'm doing like circular motions. I feel like this technique works a lot better for me, but I do notice that one side is easier. Like I feel like I just can't do the other side. I don't know what it is. Like my right side is like shaboom, shabang, shaboom. She looks good. And then my left side's like, okay, she looks all right. Like, I don't know what it is about one side of my face that I just, like, the motion is just not going. Or I don't know, but yeah. And right here, I'm just making sure that I'm putting all of my beauty marks with the little lip liner, making sure that you could see them from under the foundation. So yeah, and then what I'm going to do now is line my lips. So I lined the top of my lip and the bottom of my lip with the lip liner. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a little lipstick. I think this one is if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Clinique. I think it's Clinique in the shade Canoodle. Yeah, so it's like a pinky shade. I usually don't do a lot of baking, but today I am. So I'm just taking my little loose face powder, and I'm just going to put that like underneath my bronzer, and from my bronzer, like underneath my bronzer. And then I'm going to do like a little bit on my nose, and then I'm going to do a little bit underneath my under eyes. And yeah, so I'm just going to let that set maybe for just a little bit, not too long, maybe like a few minutes, just for it to like set a little bit, and then I'll go back in and I'll just brush it all off. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments how long you bake for. I know some girls bake for a while, so let me know just so I know. I'm kind of new to this whole baking thing or whatever. But yeah, so I'm just gonna let that set for a little bit while I curl my lashes before putting on my fake lashes. So I'll let that sit as I do that. And yeah, let me know what setting and what loose powders you use. I'm just using the Airspun one. I heard that it's not good for your skin though, so that's why I don't really use it too often. But let me know any good ones that you've heard about, or let me know any loose powders that you die for and live for. So now I'm just wiping that all off. I'm using a little brush and just wiping it all off, making sure that there's no like powder marks on my face, just making sure that it's like all gone. So yeah, let me know what you guys bake with, because I do want to get a different baking product, because I know that this one isn't the best. But for the look, I wanted her to look a little bit more carved, a little bit more, snatched, I guess is what you could say. I don't know what that sound was. I tried to make a snatch sound, but that's not working. But now I'm doing the lipstick that I mentioned before, the canoodle. So I'm doing that, and then I'm like doing the little lip thing, like blending it in. And yeah, so now I'm gonna plop these bitches on my face. These are just some lashes that I got off my cousin. She sells like the little eyelash trays. So yeah, pretty perfect, because it's better to get like a tray so you have more lashes. I don't know, for me, like I'd be losing lashes, I'd be like forgetting where I put them, so I feel like this is more convenient. But now I'm just putting like this highlight. I'm so sad though, because this highlight didn't really show up as much as I wanted it to. It's like a little pink sparkly glitter type of highlight, but it only showed up in person. Like it didn't really show up in the video. I'm taking it from my Tropical Twilight Makeup Revolution London palette, and I'm using the shade Moonlit. It's like such a pretty shade. It looks white, but when you put it on your makeup or your face, it just comes out looking like purple/pink glitter. I honestly did end up packing like a lot of that, like a lot of the shimmer on my face. I just really wanted it to show up. It didn't really show up in like videos and stuff like that, but in person it looks really pretty. So I'm probably gonna, whenever I do like a little regular like natural makeup look. I might just throw this glitter in just to like make my makeup pop a little bit. I just think it looks so cute. I wish you guys could see it in person. It just pops a lot more and it looks a lot more just there, I guess. I also ended up putting it in my inner corner, and I think I also highlighted my nose and the bridge of my nose. But honestly, this color is so pretty and the shimmer is so pretty in person that I just had to like go crazy, go wild with it. But I'm just going to put my setting spray on my face because that's the end of this look. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a comment down below if you liked it, what you didn't like, what you want me to do next, what look you want me to do, and yeah. Okay, so I lied. So after I did my setting spray, I used a different like fat beauty blender or a sponge, and then I just tap, 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 tap all over my face, and it's actually done now. Or I lied. I'm such a liar today. So I'm just blending in my eyelashes with my fake lashes. So I'm using some mascara, and then I'm doing the other side, and now the video is over. So this is what the finished look looks like. I don't know if you can see the highlight. There's like I used like a glittery, like purplish highlight. I'm not sure if you could see it. This is the finished look. And I'll make some TikToks. And I'll probably post pictures here or like I'll post my TikToks.
I told my boyfriend his ex was hot, and he was like, which one? And I was like, me.